Alright, so today I'm going to be taking these nails off and doing a fresh set, but first I'll show you how I take them off. I loved this set. It's a little turtle shell design over a nude cat eye, and I loved it. It gave it such great dimension. And I did the skull on my thumb and then a ghost face on my pinky, and they both came out so well. There's just something about having cat eye beneath a flat, simple design that gives it so much dimension. But aside from that, I'm going to time myself and see how long it takes to take off these completely. But also, side note, I cracked my middle finger, so he's not coming off entirely. He's going to be an infill, but I still will be taking off the turtle skull. That's what this is. I tried my best, but I actually didn't even know what a turtle skull looked like before. And if you saw one of these skulls just out in the wild, then I absolutely would be like, that's a dragon skull. Anyways, I'm going to time myself, see how long it takes. First, I'm going to cut down my length and then I'll soak them off. Whenever it comes to gel, I don't believe in filing. If I wanted to file my nails, I would have done acrylic, and I didn't. So I'm not filing anything down. It's just going to be soaked off. And now what I'm going to do is take my, whatever this tool is called, and just make a little, pull up one part so that the acetone can get beneath it and dissolve my peel off base. I love this thing. It's the 2-part soak off little tub where the bottom of it is filled with hot water and then the top is filled with acetone. There's just something about warm acetone that makes it soak off so much faster. Whenever I do a good job with my peel off base, this is typically what you see left over. It's mostly the peel off base that I have to now scrape off. And honestly, it's pretty easy to remove with just a, what is this thing called? This thing. I'll just wipe the nail down with some alcohol and then I'll just kind of scrape off the peel off base. Or if I'm short on time, I'll just put it back in the acetone and then scrape it off and it comes off really fast. Honestly, that soak was only maybe 3 minutes. So all in all, that was a pretty good removal for me. So the first one took around 30 minutes to completely remove. This is the damage before I do any of the base, which I'll do just normal prep and then put down a base layer, which is typically I use a top coat, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and use a foundation base gel. Just something a bit thicker. I can see some places in my nails where it looks like it's going to crack, but it hasn't yet, so I'll go ahead and reinforce that, and then I'll put down my little peel-off base coat, and then we'll get into the extensions. I've had this for years, and it's the only nail prep that I've ever used. I think I bought this like maybe, 5 years ago when I first started doing extensions. And I still haven't run out of it. I usually change my nails about every 1 or 2 weeks. I'll do one hand 1 week and then the next hand the other and alternate them out. I just get so bored so quickly with the designs that I do. It's like, I know I'm not the only one, but whenever I do my nails, I am so in love with it as I'm doing it, and the process is so fun. And then the second that it's done and I sleep on it, the next day I'm like, okay, I'm over it. When can I do my nails again? But then I have to wait But it's so hard to be patient whenever you do your own nails because I can do them. Like, I can do it anytime that I want. And I've already bought the product, so I don't have to like keep paying hundreds of dollars to get it done every time. But then like the bad thing also is that I could do it whenever I want. And then I damage my nails. But honestly, this is not bad damage. Okay, this looks bad because I already have a base layer on it because my nail grows directly down for my pointer finger. It doesn't do that for any other nail. So I have like a base coat on the tip already, and I accidentally filed into it, which is why it looks so bad. Or actually, maybe that is my nail. Maybe I did both of those things. But I didn't file this nail. Okay, at some point at some point I absolutely obliterated this nail and I never noticed. Oh my gosh. Dang. Whoops, exposing myself. Well, it didn't hurt at all. So I never noticed. This nail, though, I absolutely did notice because this is the one that cracked down here. I got my nail cut. I had this design on my nail, and his little arm got caught in my desk and whenever I was going through the drawers, and it cracked just above my smile line and just far enough over the nail bed to where it actually hurts. So I put on a full cover tip because anything touching my free edge hurts so much. And up top, I have that little hole because I bought these tools and I did not know how professional Macart utensils were. I bought a cuticle nipper kit and this came in it, and I didn't realize that this was an actual blade. So whenever I was trying to make a lip in the extension that I had so that the acetone could get under it, I went directly into my nail, and yeah, that one did hurt. Made me jump and contemplate if I wanted to continue, but it's kind of like a sensory thing, which is why I do nails. I do nails for like many reasons, but the biggest reason is like I can't have the tips of my fingers touching things. I have a very specific intrusive thought that I'm actually not going to say it. It's kind of gross, but I have it whenever I have nails this short, so I always have my extensions on. Otherwise, I literally can't not think about it for more than a few minutes at a time. And you know, I bring up having this for so long because I'm almost out of this. And I don't know what I'm going to get whenever I finish the bottle. Honestly, I feel like every single person who does their nails has a Melody Susie glove. Like, Beatles has to make their own glove, right? Because I've had this one for also many years and they have been through so much. And it's probably time that I get a new one, but you know, I actually don't think I have anything else by Melody Susie except for these gloves. All of my polishes are either Model 1s or Beatles. Except for my cat eyes, which is what I'm going to be doing today. which is from this brand, and they have the best cat eyes I have ever used, which is very funny because the cat eyes that I had before this was like a duochrome one, and it was from the same brand, but these are like low-key though, kind of garbage. You can only use them on, whoops, sorry, didn't mean to hit you like that. They can only be used on like dark bases, which I am never in the mood for anymore. Whenever I was younger in high school or something, I absolutely loved darker looks. But now that I'm getting older, I love the lighter looks. I also do have two little buddies today. I have this little guy that my sister gave me, said it reminded her of me. So my little guy right here. And then other little guy, other long boy. They're just here for moral support. I use tips from Una Gels. I am going to try and size out tips for most of my nails with this because, as you can see, I've used all the ones that I normally do already. I'm getting these sizes on the first try. It's almost like I do this often. I spoke too soon. Go a bit higher up for my pinky because none of the, whoops, did you see any of that? I hope you did, otherwise this is gonna be weird editing. I have my cute little gooseneck lamp from Macart. Listen, I know that you didn't say anything, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I hate touchscreen. I hate it, especially whenever you have longer nails. Touchscreen is just so obnoxious, which is why whenever I got a new lamp, I retired old Bertha. I got a Beatles lamp and I got it with the buttons, and I am so happy with this purchase. I'm so happy with this purchase. It is such a good lamp. It feels, first of all, sturdy. It's a little on the smaller side, but even with my extra long nails on, it still fits. So I'm not bothered by it. Anyways, moving on. For how I attach my nails is I used my peel off base as the glue to attach the nails. And it just makes, they usually last a little over a week for me, but I never keep them on for more than a week. So that doesn't really matter. I do put it all over my nail. I don't focus it in the center or anything. I'm gonna fully cure this for 60 seconds, just to make sure that the very base layer is fully cured through. But after it fully cures, I'm going to go in with more foundation base gel and just fill in the gap between my nail and the nail tip to ensure that it's smooth and the next colors go on evenly, I say. But usually, actually, no, I'm pretty good at getting it even. Yeah, I've been doing this long enough to where I'm at least a little good at what I do. I've had this base gel for 6 or 7 years. I've said this so many times in the TikToks I make. This base gel smells really good. And I don't know if it's because it's expired, because I haven't smelled another gel polish like this since. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know if it's how the gel polish smells or if it's like because it's expired, you know, like does the normal Beatles foundation gel smell this good, or is it just because it's expired? But okay, what I was trying to say before I derailed myself was I wonder if like what part of it expires, because fully cures and it still like does its job, but I had been using it on top of full cover tips and I've never noticed it until I started doing just tips. I think the part that expires is the part that really gives you an insane heat spike, because this stuff is painful and I still use it because I paid money for it. So I'm going to use it until it's all the way gone. And I had 2 expired bottles and this is my second one. So whenever I'm done with this, I'll get an updated one. Don't worry. But until then, oh my God. Damn, that was hot. Yeah, I think, oh, it's definitely expired. Oh, that hurts so much. But look at that. The line of light's pretty good. Oh my God. Yeah, I'll keep doing it. It's pretty bad. But it's not that bad. It's pretty bad, but it's not, it is pretty bad. Actually, before we go any further, I'm going to top coat the underside of my nails just so that nothing gets stuck in it. Because I did go over for a lot of them with my peel-off base coat, and the peel-off base coat stays tacky no matter what. So just gonna cover that up real quick. Okay. I miss my extra long length, but I gotta match it up with the middle finger, I already said. Anyways, I have swatch sticks. Well, I bought a lot of things lately. I have swatch sticks from Beetles. I realized that I am not a person who has the patience or want to do swatches. And so I tried to do one and then I was like, no, actually, this isn't for me. But for the cat eyes, I think I want to do it because I have a feeling I'm going to be using these a lot. And I keep forgetting what I have, although I kind of have an idea. But so I'm just going to swatch them real quick. Yeah, I did the first one properly, and then this just ain't for me. Swatching just ain't for me. I major respect to the nail techs and the nail artists who actually do swatches faithfully, because this was a labor of love, but for who? Because not myself, because this felt like a punishment. Anyways, now that I'm looking at it though, damn, I hate that. I hate that this was useful. I hate that this was useful because then it means that it's worth doing. Because this is just one layer of the polish, just so I can see what I'm working with on, just on principle. I did it on purpose, and it's going to be helpful. Damn, that's upsetting, because then now I'm going to have to do it again. This is actually super pretty. Would you judge me if I made the middle finger longer? I was gonna make them all short, but I kind of just... I'm gonna go in with some red eyeshadow instead and see if I get a better result. I like that a lot more. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm going to do that on all my nails again, and if you notice an audio change, that's because I need to charge my camera and I can't do that with the plug-in in, so... Okay, so I have the nude and I have the red. I think that if I do the red, it might be... I think it might be a better fit, but I also think it might make it too dark. And I think the nude might be better, but we'll try it out first. I have no idea why, but this one was so much harder to do than any of the other ones. So I might go over it a second time, but I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the pinky for now. Honestly, I thought that moving out and not having any pets would make it so that there's less hair. But in fact, there's less hair, yes, but there's more lint. How is that possible? I guess having wood floors also like the fibers of a carpet isn't there to catch it. That's actually kind of gross now that I say that out loud. I made a TikTok inspired by Ashley Vortman, and I made up the story of a meat man and a shapeshifter that could only shapeshift into meat. And honestly, whenever I find things out in the wild, like I'm playing Cyberpunk right now, right? And I've been looking up um, different builds on YouTube, and I just came across the disturbing story of Meat Man, and it's like a cut storyline, but it's just so freaking funny whenever things come full circle like that. Like, I love that. I hope this is going to be a really good story because Meat Man. All right, so this is before filing and shaping. I really don't have to do much filing. I got it pretty good on the first try. I think I'll have to file down my middle finger and the pinky the most, but otherwise I'm just going to buff the surface and then put on a matte top coat. And actually, am I going to put it on? No, I'm not doing any chrome. Am I? No. No, I'm not. Well, I might. For the middle finger, I might. Okay, so I'm just going to file them, make sure it's all smooth, and then top coat it, and we're going to get on to decorating. Completely irrelevant to this video, but things like this, so funny. What do you mean weirdly attracted to? And then you have the two most attractive people, villains in Resident Evil as your thumbnail. Don't play with me like that. Go harder. All right. Put Tyrant or Nemesis on it. Put the Lickers on it. What do you mean the freaking vampire daughter made of mold? Anyways, I have some pearlescent powder right here that I'm going to just rub over the scales, and hopefully it looks good. If not, then this didn't happen.